April 30th, 2019, and I just want to ask you how many days have gone by since I last uploaded a YouTube video. Pun intended, of course. As you can tell, I have the collector's edition for Days Gone, and I am obviously going to do an unboxing of it. Now let me start off by saying that it is created and developed by Bend Studios, who is notoriously known for developing the Siphon Filter franchise, I believe it's called. They had also worked on Resistance Retribution for the PSP and also did Uncharted Golden Abyss for the PlayStation Vita. Days Gone is their first initial IP in over 2 decades, and while it has been getting some fairly mixed reviews, I'm pretty sure it will be a great game nonetheless. So I will go ahead and get on with the unboxing, and as you can tell, there is Days Gone. It's just the front, it's basically the game's initial cover art. It just says Days Gone Collector's Edition, and we see Deacon sitting on the ground right next to his bike with his pistol ready, and we see the zombies, or in this case the freakers, in the background, as in, well, the hordes that we'll face throughout the game. And on the top, I mean, the sides aren't really anything to grasp about. They're really just the game's initial cover, just expanded upon. On the top side, we see Deacon riding on his motorcycle, getting his gun ready to shoot the werewolf or zombified werewolf that is about to attack him. And on the back side, we get a nice little image of Deacon and his wife. Well, he's proposing to her at a waterfall. I'm pretty sure that will be one of the game's many memories that go throughout the course of the game. I'm not intentionally sure. I have not played too much of the game yet. But going onward, we will go ahead and get on with the unboxing. So, pretty much just like any other unboxing I normally do on this channel, to my surprise, I thought that there wouldn't be a box within inside a box this time, but you know, it seems like that happens to be with any unboxing I normally do now. So we get a nice little image of I would like to say that is maybe a werewolf of sorts with a chain and is blushing or gashing in blood, I guess we could say. And on, well, actually, apparently this is the back side. This is the front side, still same image, but we also get it's saying Days Gone Collector's Edition again. So we'll go ahead and open this. It's a little, okay, that's a little, a little iffy there, a little sticky. So it says Days Gone. Warning, many artwork contains spoilers. Do not open until the story is completed. So with that, without further ado, I guess that will mean that I will not be showing off the pages in this art book, but I will at least show you the front where it says the art of Days Gone. As you can tell, we have Deacon yet again looking off into the distance. I actually wonder what he's staring at, but maybe it's just another zombie. And on the back side, we get the game's initial cover art, and just made by Dark Horse Comics, the PlayStation logo, and Bend Studios, which is the developer. So putting that aside, let's go ahead and continue on. So, so we have a nice little steelbook. It's just says Days Gone and says the same thing on the side, and we get that same logo on the back as well. And going onwards, this wasn't so, okay. So we have 2 disc holders. I'm pretty sure that's where the game will go, but it's basically the game's initial soundtrack. It's actually rather interesting that they would have a physical soundtrack because not too many collector's editions do that. They usually just do digitally now. I honestly think I would prefer digital for at least a game soundtrack because, I mean, it's just a soundtrack. It's not really anything to lose my head over. So, yeah, it's just very surprising. It comes with the steelbook. But this was something that initially got me. I'm going to go ahead and take that out of there so I can get the other case out. For those of you wondering why the game wasn't in that case, to begin with, the game actually comes in its own separate case. So that's actually very interesting. Most collector's editions usually only come with the steelbook only, and it's just you have to live with just having the steelbook, even if you liked maybe the original cover more than the actual steelbook itself. But at least this one gives you the option to. Like you can tell, it's basically the same cover for the box, and on the back it says, "The world comes for you. Survive a dangerous life on the road as outlaw biker Deacon St. John. Face freakers and malicious humans in a world ripped apart by a deadly pandemic." It says, "Explore a harsh open world, craft weapons and upgrade your bike, discover a gripping story of personal loss," and obviously it's a one-player game. It takes up 46 gigabytes. And yeah, it's pretty much all. I mean, inside we basically get some digital content. So, I mean, obviously I'm not going to show any of that off. And we get Days Gone again on the disc. And we actually do get a reversible cover. It's initially it's what Game Informer had for one of their magazines, I believe it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I actually still have that magazine, but it's basically Deacon at a roadblock, it seems, and they're probably about to attack him. So, that's pretty much it for the game itself. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that like that. And so, here's where we actually get into the moment that we've all been waiting for, as with any other collector's edition, which is the statue, or in this case, well, it's not just the statue that actually lays in here. There's actually a bit more stuff, but going on, I just got to cut this, and then we'll see what's inside. I really hope I did not push my luck with this. Oh, right, there's some tape on the side here. Here, wait, I'm just going to use that box cutter again to cut the tape off the side there. Okay, so got it on that side. And then just got to do it on this side. Oh, silly me, I'm doing it the opposite way. I cannot believe this. Okay, so first things first, I think these are the patches that it was mentioning on the back side, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually having a bit more trouble. Oh, cool. Okay. That's a little nice that they left that little warning there, because I was really wondering what was going on. Okay, so cool. So hopefully I can get this out here. Okay. There's two things in here apparently. So in here we have, I think these are the 4 patches that come, like just come with that you'll see in the game. We obviously get, we get a Days Gone patch, so maybe I could sew that on to one of my shirts or something if I really wanted to. I think this is a sticker of some sort. It's that same logo again. We also get a Bend Studio sticker as well, and we also get another Days Gone one. I mean, man, they must really want to be pushing out how many days have gone. And we also get another one, which is a logo I'm unfamiliar with at the moment. So, going onward, I don't initially know what this is. This one might actually be the most surprising thing, because I honestly just thought there were patches in there. I actually didn't think there was anything else. Or, okay, maybe this is the patches. Oh, wait, no. These are pins. So, yeah, just more pins, that same initial logo. We get that other logo I'm unfamiliar with, the Bend Studios logo. I would assume that's a melee weapon. We get the motorcycle, and we also get crows, which can also be infected by the zombie outbreak, or the infection, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, they call it by so many things in different zombie-related stuff, it's hard to even keep up. But moving on, we are going to go ahead and get on with the statue. I really hope it does not disappoint for however much money I spent on this. But usually the statues are always really nice things when it comes down to these collector's editions. So, there's even more to cut. Hoorah! Hoorah! Okay, please don't cut into the statue. For that. Okay, a little sticky there. Okay, steady. I really don't want to break anything. I don't know, it has that new smell and everything. It smells so good. I think I might like it. Okay, so... Alright, and going further on, so... we get the same image that we had gotten for the game's cover. It shows Deacon pretty much sitting down right next to his motorcycle, just admiring the view and the freaker that he had also killed. We get a nice little, it's actually very interesting seeing the motorcycle in each perspective. Like, it's just like there's the frontal view, there's the back view. They actually put a lot of effort into this, and I'm actually very impressed. I mean, as far as most collector's edition statues go, some of them don't initially do as much as you would hope they would. Like, I honestly wasn't a huge fan of the Spider-Man one too much. That one was a little disappointing in regards to how it, like, they hit it, and it just wasn't at all what I was hoping for it to be. But this one is actually a very interesting one, and when you compare it to the game's cover, it's actually more or less the same thing, not intentionally any different. It's just more or less the same thing, just a nice little thing to have as an accessory, and I actually really like it. I'm all for it. It's just a nice little thing to just have up with the rest of the statues I've gotten over the past couple of years. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you next time. I want to apologize for not uploading for like the past 2 months, and I want to thank those of you who had stayed subscribed, and I cannot wait to see you next time. See you later.